Questions of corruption in North Bergen, New Jersey just keep on coming. Is that town's mayor using federally funded workers and resources to benefit himself and his allies at the expense of poor families in need? And are workers now cooperating with criminal investigators facing retaliation? Chief investigative reporter Jonathan Dean is again shining a light on what appears to be some dark corners of North Bergen. Jonathan.
Yeah, Natalie. First, we raised questions of no-show job allegations at the North Bergen Housing Authority for an ally of Mayor Nicholas Sacco. Then, questions if allies of Mayor Sacco were given public housing units ahead of homeless families on waiting lists. Now we're asking, were federally funded housing workers improperly used to help staff town parties hosted by the mayor? These are photos from North Bergen's town picnic for seniors, with signs promoting the host, Mayor Nicholas Sacco. But who's assigned to work this event? Federally funded workers from the separate and independent North Bergen Housing Authority. That according to this memo from Housing Director Gerald Sanzari that reads, workers are required to assist at the function and leave their housing jobs to work that picnic. Employees even wear shirts carrying the mayor's name. The memo also denies employees time off on senior picnic day.
That's a compulsory misallocation of government resources, including federal tax dollars. That's a problem.
According to federal housing and urban development officials who spoke with News 4, they said, quote, that's unacceptable. Former federal prosecutor Robert Ray says in his opinion, it's corruption.
Federal tax dollars are intended to be used for the benefit of the public good. They're not intended to be used for the benefit of someone's political prospects.
But a spokesman for the mayor says more than 1,000 seniors attend every year, including many from the housing project, and thus the work is part of housing workers' duties. Quote, the event is not political in nature, and the speakers at the event generally include elected officials acting in their official capacities. These latest allegations follow our previous reports of alleged abuses at the Housing Authority. Current and former workers say the NBHA operates in part to benefit Mayor Sacco and his allies. And HUD officials today confirmed what we first reported, that as many as 11 public housing units meant for poor families were instead given to NBHA employees, some who are supporters of Mayor Sacco.
Obviously, that's preferential treatment. That's a problem. That's a misallocation of resources.
HUD says they are now ordering 7 of those employees to move out. Earlier this month, the Housing Authority fired 6 workers. None of the fired workers are linked to the corruption questions we are raising. Some workers claim it was a witch hunt to try to get those trying to expose corruption. This former federal prosecutor says if true, the U.S. Attorney or State Attorney General needs to act.
Is a major criminal problem involving obstruction of justice. And if that's shown, there will be some people at some fairly high levels who will have to answer for that.
Attorney Mark Tabakin handled the investigation that led to the firing of those 6 housing workers. A Housing Authority spokesman issued a statement late today that, quote, any implication that the NBHA is obstructing any investigation is absolutely false. This is a personnel matter for which no further comment will be made.